Welcome back to Move with Dr. Mike. Today, we're going to be going over a home workout that you can use if you're someone that is suffering from knee pain. Now, whether you just had a surgery, whether you've had a previous injury, or maybe you just want to get your knees stronger, today is the workout for you. In this simple exercise routine, you're going to need minimal equipment. I have here just a chair or a bench set up and a small resistance loop band. These are very minimal equipment that we need for this particular workout, and you're going to see that it's going to be very challenging and you don't need any weights whatsoever. So we're going to start off with a warm-up, kind of like a dynamic stretching routine before we get into the exercises that we're going to use to build strength in the knees. The first stretch that we're going to start off with is a quadricep stretch. Now, most of us have probably seen the quadricep stretch where we're grabbing behind our leg and we're pulling our leg back, but I know most of us have some difficulty pulling that foot behind us. So that's why using a bench, or if you're at home, you have a chair or something that you can prop your foot on, but this is a simple way to just get a nice good stretch out of the quadricep. So all you're going to do, you can do this holding on for support, is you're going to fold that leg behind you, and now we're stretching not only the hip flexor, but the quadricep. This is a phenomenal stretch to get started with, and here we're focusing on holding for about 20 seconds. After 20 seconds on one side, we obviously want to make sure that we equal out the other side. So then you're going to go and perform the quad stretch on the other side as well. Okay? Getting a nice stretch out of that front thigh area, which is going to feel great, especially if you're very tight. The higher the step or the bench that your foot is on, the more difficult this obviously is going to be. So make sure you use a low surface to prop that foot on, just so you don't overdo this stretch to start off with. So after about 20 to 30 seconds on each side, go ahead and take that leg down, and then we're going to move on to our calf stretch. Many people forget that the calves actually cross the knee. So when it comes to knee pain, we have to make sure that we're keeping those calves not only strong, but flexible as well. So I like to face both feet forward. I can hold on to the wall or something here, and I'm focusing on keeping the leg straight behind me as I shift my weight forward. I'll hold here once again for about 20 seconds, really feeling a good stretch on the back of the calf there. I can even emphasize by pushing my heel down on the ground. And then afterwards, we can go ahead and go to the other side as well. So pushing that heel down, really bringing my body weight forward, working on that hip extension. The best part about this stretch, it's one of my favorites, is not only is it stretching the calves, but it's also stretching out the hips, because we will need that for one of the exercises that we're performing today. Okay. So after we've stretched out the quads, we've stretched out the calves, you can obviously work on another set if you feel like this is really loosening you up. But we're going to get into the workout for today that's going to be implemental for fixing knee pain. So we're going to go over 4 exercises, and with all of these exercises, we're going to perform 3 sets of about 10 to 12 reps at a time. Keep in mind, if you need to perform less reps, maybe 8 reps at a time, that's totally fine. If you need to perform more than 10 to 12 reps, maybe 15 reps to get a challenge, that is fine as well. So let's go over the first exercise, and that's going to be a seated clam exercise. So we're going to sit down on our chair, we're going to wrap the loop band around our knees, and we're going to perform 10 repetitions, okay? So we're going to go ahead and go over that right now. Feet are going to stay close together. We're pulling outward and then pulling inward. 10 reps. Really, you should feel the muscles of the back of the hip working. 3. You're just trying to separate these knees. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're using your hip muscles to pull your knees outward. So we're going to slide the band all the way down at the ground to where it's at our ankles. From here, we're going to be standing up. I'm going to have a slight bend in my knees, and all I'm going to do is step left and step right. So small step to the left, small step to the right. This may seem like it's not really working very many muscles, but if you do this correctly and you're standing up nice and tall, you're gonna feel the small little muscles of the hip working. Now you may ask, well, why are we doing hip exercises? Because we know that the research shows that hip strengthening is also very beneficial when it comes to fixing and helping with knee pain or knee conditions. So we want to make sure that we're not only working the knees or the quads or the hamstrings, but we're also working on the hips as well. So we're aiming for 10 to 12 steps in each direction, okay? Once we're done there, we can go ahead and remove the band. We'll get into our split squat. Now the split squat is a more advanced exercise, but just so you know, you can hold on to something for this. And to make this a little easier, you see this small little weight in front of me. It's kind of like a step that I have. Elevate that front leg up if you want to make this easier. So what we're doing is we're getting in this split stance and we're going down into a squat, almost like a single leg squat, but I'm supported because the back leg is keeping my balance here. I'm going to shift forward and we're going to do 5 reps on each side. Obviously, the lower you go, the more of the bend of the knee that it's going to require. And once again, this is training the quadriceps as well as the calf muscles. I'll show you this with the step here in front of me. This is going to really allow you to get full range of motion. You might feel like, no, this is bothering my knees. You only may go partial range. There's nothing wrong with partial range here. Just like that. So 5 reps on each side with that third exercise. And then the last exercise, single leg calf raise. This is great because we're used to doing double leg up on our tippy toes, right? But here I'm going to challenge you even more, and I'm going to have you do single leg. Notice I have to slow down the movement, and it's going to be harder because now I'm on one leg. And if you're on one leg and you can't achieve that, that's okay. That just means you need more work spending time in the double leg position, which is going to be 2 feet at a time. But here I'm going to finish off 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to move on to the other side. And I like to bring the opposite leg in front of me just so I'm not cheating or it's getting in the way. But really you're trying to go up on those tippy toes as high as you can go, working the calf muscles. We know how important it is to strengthen the calves. Like I mentioned earlier, because they do cross the knee, it is great for building stability in the knee, behind the knee especially. All right, we've gone over those 4 exercises, and those are going to be the exercises for today's workout. We've already done 1 set. We're going to do 2 more sets to complete this entire workout, okay? So we're going to move back to our seated clam. Wrapping the loop band around my legs. Obviously, the tighter the band, the harder this is going to be. I'm working on 10 reps of the seated clam. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. I'm already getting a good sweat on, especially because these exercises get very challenging on the legs. Great for just activating the quads and everything. Now we're moving on to our monster walk. Small steps here. We don't want to overstep here. Here's 3, 4. Stand up nice and tall. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I don't know about you, but I am feeling those glutes, but my knees are going to thank me later. Split squat, okay? Put that foot up on a step or a stool if you're having trouble bending the knee. I'm going to do it without the stool for today. We're going to go 5 reps on each side. Now, if this is something that doesn't give you too much pain and you're more just apprehensive about this, focus on going slower. Focus on demonstrating full range of motion. That's the goal, is to be able to complete these exercises with full range of motion. We all have to start somewhere. Some of us may be able to go deeper than others, and that is okay. You guys are doing great there. Keep it up. I know you're feeling your legs now. All right, moving on to our single leg calf raise. I'm going to start with my left side. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to switch sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, set 2 is done. To complete this workout, we got our third set and our last one here. Hope you guys are having fun following along. I hope this pace is good for you guys. So we're gonna move on to last set, our seated clam. We're moving that band all the way up. 10 reps. Let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Monster walk. You might find that it's pretty surprising how just a small little band here can challenge those muscles, but those little hip stabilizers play a crucial role. And I've said this in many of my other videos, in just hip stability and hip health and ankle health and knee health. But we have to train them the right way, and we don't need lots of weights to do that. Just a little small band can do the job if you're setting up with proper technique, proper form. You're doing the right exercise. That's what's key, is are we working on the right exercises to solve our problems? If you're following this channel, you definitely have some good guidance on what you should be working on when it comes to dealing with those problems. Here's 6. I'm getting a good sweat on now, guys. 8. Last one here. Very good. We can remove that band. We are done with this band. You guys are probably happy about that. We are almost there. This is finishing up our last set. Split squats, okay? 5 on each side. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, other side. You guys are looking great. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, light at the end of the tunnel. I see it, guys. Heel raises, single leg. If you need to do double, that's totally okay. 10 on each side is the goal. I think I'm gonna feel my calves tomorrow, that's for sure. All right, other side to finish this off. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good, guys. There you have it. Great job for completing this knee workout. Now, you might ask, how often should I be doing this? Well, if you're focusing on this specific routine, this is going to focus on a lot of strengthening. And for strengthening purposes, anywhere between 2 to 3 times a week is going to be beneficial. So if you come back and do this exercise again, 2 to 3 times a week is ideal. Now, if there are any other home workouts or specific to a specific body part or strengthening workout that you guys want to see at home, please comment below on which next workout you'd like for me to make. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this, you can always support me by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe below. I will see you in the next workout.